Hey there, Sandy with Quilted Treasures and more with you on this Sunday evening. I hope you've had a good week. I know those of us along the Gulf Coast are all getting ready for a little visit from a gentleman named Fred. Those of you not along the Gulf Coast, you're going, what? Oh, life along the Gulf Coast during hurricane season. That's all I'm going to say, even though I'm very thankful this one is just a tropical storm. And we are not looking at any major issues as far as high winds or hopefully not tons and tons of rain. So just keep all of us along the Gulf Coast in your prayers over the next several days. Again, I'm very thankful that it is not a major hurricane. We can deal with tropical storms, little breeze, little rain. I think we can all handle. We just have to be careful into some of those low-lying areas. So all right, so welcome to What's on My Crafting Table. Now, if you have been paying much attention throughout the last, several days or so, number one, you will have noticed last Wednesday that I did a live in the middle of the day or toward the middle of the day. And you're probably going, oh my goodness, did she change the lives to the middle of the week? No, I did not. I'm actually doing something a little different on Wednesdays, and I've been wanting to add a second live to my weekly stuff that I do on my Facebook page and just just getting everything worked out where that can be done. Sometimes that's a challenge and sometimes it's tricky trying to get things set up. The biggest challenge is that my husband still works from home because of all the numbers client or he is working from home. He never really stopped. They were going in and out office wise, but they are all back home right now because numbers have been going up with COVID. So it's been a little bit of a challenge to do anything during office hours because he has phone calls and meetings and stuff that he has to be in. And my crafting table is right here in our dining area. And that's actually, let's see which hand, that hand. That's actually his computer monitor that's right behind my head there. So we share the dining area at my house. So it's a little bit difficult. So I found a little little way to set up. I found a small table, kind of like a cafe table type thing, and a patio table, and set it up in our spare bedroom. And so I did that on Wednesday. So if you did not see it, this is what I painted. Now this is only 14 inches. It's a little magnolia, sorry, wrong hand, magnolia and a lantern. So it sits on, you could hang it up on the wall as something, a small decoration, but I actually did this to sit on an easel. So did a little easel art there, I guess you could call that. So this Wednesday, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. This Wednesday, I'm gonna be doing Christmas ornaments. So give you a heads up on what's coming up on Wednesday. So that's one thing I did this week that was different. Also, we did a, I'm gonna call it a flash giveaway because it was only for 24 hours, and it was the art box for the QT Kids Art Club. And so we announced that winner a little bit earlier. If you didn't catch that, our winner was Miss Julie Stebbins. So congratulations, Miss Julie. She's the winner of the September Art Box. And she'll be getting that at the end of the month in preparation for the September art lessons. And oh, I announced a while ago when I was announcing our winner, I announced that the doors are open for the art club. Now, this is a subscription thing, and so a subscription box. Well, there's two levels. Okay, real quick. I said I wasn't going to do this. Real quick, there's two levels to this subscript to the kids QT Kids Art Club. Level one or option one is video only. So you subscribe, you get access to the Facebook group, which gives you access to the weekly videos, and you get a list each month to go purchase the supplies for your child or your children. Option two is a box, and the box is delivered to your door. You also get the Facebook group, you also get the weekly lessons done by me, but you also, with the box, receive a box and it has all your supplies for the 4 lessons. So, okay, let's get to what's on my crafting table because I want to show you this cute little puppy who won the this or that challenge this week. So I posted after talking Wednesday about well, actually started last Sunday talking about football or Halloween. So this was the little puppy that I posted, and then I had a football hanger. And so the puppy won. So we're going to be doing this cute little Halloween puppy. He, little puppy holding his little Halloween bucket here, and waiting for some special Halloween treats. So we're going to paint him this evening. All right, so we're going to jump in here, y'all. I'm going to put my apron on today. Okay, this is a brand new shirt, and I do not want paint on my brand new. Did you see my shirt? Isn't that cool? I like it. It's a heart. It's kind of a gold type print to it, color to it, and it's leopard print. So I even got to wear my leopard print watch band today to go with it. So, and my leopard print sandal. You know, it's kind of funny. I've got all this leopard print, and I was never one of those that went head over heels for the leopard print. But somehow I've ended up with all this leopard print stuff. So I have to say I like it. You know, I wasn't one of those that was just like overboard for it, but I've ended up with a lot of leopard print stuff. So between clothes and the shoes, I actually ended up with, I went looking for a pair of flip flops, and these were on sale. So I mean, on sale. Come on, you know. All right, let's get started. Oh my goodness, it's going to be one of those days. I think I've had maybe just a tinge too much caffeine for today. So we will do our best to stay focused. If I get too far off, somebody just tell me, Sandy, reboot, focus, get back on track. All right, so the let's see here. No, I'm not going to start with that color. I'm going to start with oyster beige. The oyster beige is actually going to go right here in the middle for this little puppy. Now, the original little sketch that came with this template was kind of a grayish color. I'm going to do my puppy brown. I like the honey brown color, and so I'm going to paint him honey brown, just see what he looks like. I'm hoping that he turns out the way that I think he will. So we're going to start out with the honey brown. If it ends up not coming out quite like I hoped it would, let me pull it down a little bit, then I can always darken it up a bit and go over the honey brown. All right, this color here is called oyster beige. And so I'm just going to do a light color here, just to have a little separation in his features. Of course, his nose will be black, and his eyes will be black, unless I do them a dark brown. I hadn't thought about that. I didn't grab a dark brown. That's okay. I can grab a dark brown if I decide to go that route. I have a fall challenge, one of 2 fall challenges coming up this week, and so I went and purchased paint one day last week. I can't even remember what day it was now. Or no, last Saturday. Oh, yeah, last Saturday. So went and purchased paint, got home, and started trying to put the paint in my paint holder, which is a tier tray. And it's a pretty big tier tray, I have to say. And I couldn't get all the paint in the tier tray. So I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. It might be time to do a little house cleaning. So, which it's not so, when I say house cleaning, I don't mean like throw away the paints. Oh my gosh, throw away paints. I think I just need to kind of look and see what might be a necessity color and what may be like a seasonal color that I can, sort of pack away in a shoebox or something until I, really need that color. All right, so this is the honey brown. So I'm going to start with honey brown, but you know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, maybe we will do a variation on this puppy dog's colors. Maybe his ears will be light, and maybe we will either A, add a little bit darker brown to do his body, or I can always add just a little bit of black to this honey brown to darken it up just a little bit, and it'll still be, within the same, um, what am I trying to say? Color, realm, color family, family color, spectrum. Maybe spectrum is the word I'm looking for. I'm telling y'all, I think I had one too many Coca-Colas this afternoon. I didn't think I had had that much caffeine, but man. I did the little quick live to do the announcement of the winner, and I had to get off because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm about to just go into just a chatting spell here. So I wrapped it up and got off. What's crazy is I didn't have coffee. I'm off camera. I didn't have coffee. I just had uh, caffeine, sodas. So that's okay. I'll paint out my excess energy. How about that? So I'm doing his feet, at least his front feet, the same kind of lighter color. I think I'm going to darken this up a bit. I think I'm going to put just a little bit of black because I'm scared if I grab the other brown that I'm thinking of that I'm going to end up with a color that mixes of color that I'm not real happy with. So I'm going to turn him back around. I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat on the ears and see by the time you add the second coat, then it starts to darken up just a little bit. So you know what? I might could add a little bit of a red to this and get a reddish color too. That's a thought. I might do that, kind of a reddish brown. I had a dog one time when I was little that had a reddish brown coat. I think his name was Speckles. Don't ask me why. It was one of those dogs that we got from somebody else. They couldn't keep the dog, so they gave it to us. The dog's name was Speckles. All right, as soon as I get this one coat on, I'm going to check comments because I have not checked comments since I started. Y'all comment and I will check. So if you have questions about the QT Kids art box, post them in the comments, or you can always private message me, direct message me, whichever one that is. Things confuse me because they're said one way one time and then they get changed. And I'm like, why did we change that? The screen that I watch, I have two screens that I have going. One is the Facebook screen, and one is the screen that's actually doing the recording. And so I have to flip-flop back and forth to, I I have one little spot there that undoubtedly I shifted the paint. Okay, I think I got it fixed. I have to flip-flop back and forth to see what comments are there. And sometimes I get wrapped up in what I'm doing and I forget to go back and check comments. So I'm going to do one more coat of the Oyster Beige. And the reason being, sometimes this one, kind of like that honey brown, it likes to, when you're working with it, you push it around rather than get an even coat. So sometimes I like to just go back over one more time just to make sure I've got the coats nice and even. Okay, so we have our ears and our front feet done, and we have the middle of his snout done. All right, so I'm going to check real quick, even though I got to be honest with y'all. I think I'm going to have to go get my eyes checked. I'm getting to a point where I can't see the words on my computer screen. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. Okay. Hey, Misty. I'm glad you're here. You can't see a full screen. Oh, I may have gotten off screen. This is I have to watch when I do the bigger door hangers that are just over, that are right at 20 or sometimes just over 20, because they end up off my screen. And so I have to move them around. So that's why you can't see the whole thing. And then also I've got my screen split up where there's the door hanger and then me, and then to keep from having a whole lot of extra of my table and you watching me paint in two different directions above and then in front of me, I've got my little logo down there. So, but that's why I keep going off screen. If you watch my hand, it goes off screen, and so I have to move him up or turn him sideways. So that's why you may not be able to see the whole thing. I got you now. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. We are going to try just a little bit of black. I'm going to get the honey brown. I'm going to mix this in a separate little area here. I'm going to do the honey brown, and I'm going to put just a little bit of black with it just to darken it up a little bit. You have to be careful with black. Black is one of those colors that I put 2 dots. I may regret doing 2 dots, but I put 2 dots. I'll mix this up. Might actually be cool if I don't mix it up all the way and kind of have a that's an interesting color. That's not exactly what I was going for. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put it on this side. See, I told y'all if you put too much black, then you end up with a darker shade than what you wanted. So, but I'm not going to sweat this, and here's why. I kind of want him to be a multicolored dog rather than just a gray dog or a white dog. I kind of want him to be multi. I had a basset hound that was tricolored. Um, used to love the tricolors on him. He was black and brown and white. And I loved his tricolored coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this color here. And then I will either A, add some more honey color back to it, or B, I will do another, and no, I'm not going to do that. I was going to paint down his foot, his opposite foot, but I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. Okay. Now the question is, did that cover well enough that I don't have to do, nope, I'm going to have to do a third coat. Okay, I'm going to leave that. Not going to mess with that. I'm going to do another honey brown. And I'm only going to put one drop of black this time. And see if that gets me more along the lines of what I was looking for. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I should not have added that other drop of black. See, I told y'all, if I would listen to myself, I need to listen to myself more often. I don't know, that probably is not going to be a good thing. Now that I think about it, that might not be a good thing. All right, I'm going to leave that one there, and I am going to get a flat tip brush. And so I'm going to use this and come to this side. Yeah, that's the color I wanted. Oh my goodness, y'all. That's okay. He has one different colored eye. We're going to go with that. I actually thought about putting a black spot around his eye, so that actually worked out pretty good. What is it that Bob Ross used to say? There's no accident, or there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. Something like that. We're going to go with that on this one. It's not a mistake, it's just a happy little accident. And it turned out for the good, because I had actually thought about doing one of his eyes darker, or doing a black circle around one of his eyes. All right, so while I am just getting this color brown put in on his chest and his feet, let me see here. What all can I catch you up on? Of course, we did the giveaway. I have opened up the membership for the QT Kids Art Club. Now that's not open for a really long time. That's only going to be open for a few days, and then the doors will close. This go around is for founding members, so you get a special price. The two prices that are listed in the options, or option one and option two, the prices that you see on the page. If you click the link in the description for this video, the prices that you see will not be the prices next time it opens. That is a special price for founding members only. So if you join this time, you are considered a founding member and you get a special price. If you wait, next time the price will be higher. Oop, once again, off camera. Turn him around so you can see what I'm doing. I am just doing his other foot, doing his back foot, not his black foot, his back foot. And the rest of his fur here on the side. And that, well, let me leave him this way. That way I can get get the rest of this side. So in the description of this video, you will find a link to the place where I purchased my templates from. So I purchased this template and majority of the templates that I use from shopdoorhangers.com. And so that link is there. But I also included the link for the art club to click and sign up. Now, the art club begins the 1st of September. And so all the information and invoices will go out the last week of this month. But I'm doing signups now, so that way I'll know how many supplies to buy for boxes. Also, I'll be able to go ahead and get the group set up in Facebook and can communicate with everybody. And so that's why we're doing this now. That way I can be set up and organized and get everything in good working and flowing order. I think I mentioned the fall challenge. I've got one next week, so I'll be posting progress as I'm doing the fall challenge. It's actually a double-sided door hanger this year. Last year I did the Happy Fall, y'all, which was the 3 pumpkins stacked on the side with buffalo plaid. So that was last year's challenge. This year we're doing a 2-sided door hanger. So I'll be posting pictures of my progress and letting you see how that's going throughout this week ahead. We'll do one side and then flip over and do the other, I assume, is how we're going to work that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that one. Oh, no, that's not the brush for that one. This is the brush for this one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put that brush in there for the darker color because I think I have that one all finished. And then I'm just going to work on the puppy's brown color, the true brown as I call it. I could have actually done one more variation just to give a little bit of a shadowed look for like this part here. So had his feet come up and then have the back part just or have the whole feet back foot section a little darker shade than even this part here. So it just depends on how detailed and how involved you want to get. I like having some detail and to help, you know, with a little bit of depth and stuff. Boy, y'all, this caffeine, my caffeine binge today, and I really didn't think it was a binge. I mean, I had 2 Diet Cokes, you know? And it's not like I didn't have any caffeine yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the excitement of opening the art club subscription box. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's got me all wound up tonight. All right, one more coat here on the back legs. And then let's start on the pumpkin. I'm actually going to do polka dots on the pumpkin. So the pumpkin's going to have, it won't be just pumpkin colored. He's going to have some polka dots on him. I like adding polka dots to things. I think that's so cool. That and the buffalo plaid. I think those are my 2 favorite things. Stripes are okay. I don't mind doing stripes. But I think buffalo plaid and the polka dots are my 2 favorite. All right, I'm going to call that done for a few minutes. We're going to get started on the pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern. jack-o'-lantern, I guess is what this one really is. All right, I am using, it's actually called pumpkin. It's a convenient color, seeing how it's pumpkin. Okay, let's see. We've got curves on this, so I am going to go with a filbert tip brush. And if you don't know what that is, it's a flat brush, but the end of the bristles are curved rather than being flat. Okay, real quick, let me check comments. All right. If I don't see your comment right off the bat, I will come back to it, or I will answer it when I'm done. Like I said, I use two screens when doing Facebook Lives. And so I have to flip-flop back and forth to see the comments. And then sometimes Facebook does not like me. It does not show my comments for some reason. It waits until after the live is over with to all of a sudden, all the comments will pop up at once. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So then I take a few minutes after I am wrapped up and answer comments that never showed up during the live. Technology is such a funny thing. It's one of those deals where, you know, we look at it, we go, oh, it makes life easier. But then there are times when you're like, oh my goodness. You either want to throw the technology out the window or you want to pull your hair out or all of the above. I mean, in all honesty, all of the above. I've had that more than once. All right, so just working our way around our pumpkin. I can't remember on the fall challenge that I'm getting ready to do if I think we've got some stripes or maybe buffalo plaid on one side of the double-sided door hanger. And I can't remember on the other one what it is. If it has stripes or polka dots or... I will find out tomorrow as we begin the fall challenge. And then next week I have another one. And so it will be... It's going to be more... well, it's both fall themes, but one of them is kind of geared more toward Halloween, so that'll be a different one. Speaking of fall and fall things, I am working on getting things planned out with my calendar, and I am planning on doing an online paint party. I haven't done one of those since last year about this time. I did it during the fall and then took a break during the holidays. And then after the new year, I had people asking about in-person paint parties. So I focused more on in-person paint parties. But with numbers going back up, some folks are concerned about doing things in person. I understand that. You want to be safe. We're hitting the time of year that, this particular time of year between the fall and the winter months, even if COVID wasn't part of our vocabulary, we would still be, concerned about the flu and colds and other things like that. So, This is getting into that season where we just wash our hands a little more. So, all that's norm. We're used to doing all of that. We just do it more now that we have this little thing called COVID that's been around with us for a while now. Oh, I've got two or three little, oh, good, they're coming out real easy. Just little chips or little chunks of paint that sometimes get stuck in the bottle and come out. All right, I think I'm going to do one more. I know I've been, I think, piddling around, and I think I've done like 2 coats already, but I'm going to do a third on our little pumpkin here. Give him just a second to kind of sit and dry, but I'm going to do a third on our little pumpkin, or jack-o'-lantern. I guess technically he is a jack-o'-lantern, so what age is it geared to? Oh, okay. The art kit, um, the kids' art club is, I guess you could say it is geared for probably 7 to maybe 12-year-olds. But having said that, you're going to know best how your child or grandchild functions as far as do they do things that other kids their age do they do them advanced, are they advanced? In other words, do they fit more with an older group of kids than maybe their own age group because they're advanced with drawing or writing or coloring. The classes themselves will be some drawing, and it's not like I sit and go, okay, let's draw a jack-o'-lantern. I go through step by step. We'll kind of square off or rectangle off the paper into sections, and we'll just work on one little section at a time. So we'll sketch out what we're going to do, and then we either use paints or markers or crayons or color pencils. It changes up. So the art club is not limited to just paints and paintbrushes, and it's not limited to colors or markers. So, this is going to depend on. I hate putting an age on it because there are some 6-year-olds and even 5-year-olds that are really, really good at drawing and really good at, uh, coming up with ideas for. I know one little young man, I'll call him, who has an amazing knowledge of dinosaurs. He is just obsessed with dinosaurs. He's all the time watching and learning about dinosaurs. And he has the most unreal collection of facts about dinosaurs in his head. And he is in kindergarten this year. But if you were to sit and talk to him, I really thought he was more like a second or third grader, to be honest with you, just with the way that he has retained, he's locked into in his young brain all this information about dinosaurs. And it's because he loves dinosaurs. So I kind of hate to put an age on it, but I do realize that, uh, you definitely wouldn't want to put like a 2-year-old with the art box just because they're going to need your help if you want to do that. They're really going to need your help. You're going to have to help them, get things kind of squared away and probably traced out. So I'm not saying you can't purchase it for your 2-year-old, but it's going to be geared toward kids who can, kind of section things off and with a pencil, and then of course follow directions on drawing what's within that little square. So and then it becomes the bigger picture. So it's not like everything stays this little square. It's going to be the bigger picture that we're working on. So I'll have to, I tell you what, I will do before long, I will do a little sample lesson and post it. I'll have to do that so that way maybe that'll help with the decision of age-wise. All right, so I have got my sponge pouncer here, and I have taken some Fiesta Yellow. And so I'm just gonna put a few polka dots on our little puppy's jack-o'-lantern here. So I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm just gonna put a few little polka dots. One there. And you could actually come back and do like two different shapes, two different sizes of polka dots, and that would probably be really cool looking. Just depends on the look you are going for. I don't really want to put one between his eyes. Maybe we'll just leave them to the outside. Just kind of get them just scattered here a little bit. Sometimes I try to follow the example that comes with my templates, and then other times I may get ideas off of that, but then vary things up a little bit. I splashed some yellow somehow in two places. I'm not sure how I did that. All right, so there's the yellow polka dots. Again, I'm not going to put a whole ton of polka dots. I just want a few little polka dots there, just to make him cute. All right, I'm going to start with the black. I noticed here a couple of little places where I probably need to go back and get the brown. I'm going to wait on that just a minute. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do black. That way I can have his nose and his eyes and take care of the jack-o'-lantern as well. That way he'll start coming to shape pretty good. So that way you can kind of see what he really looks like. I still have to do the outlines, but all right, so there's one. Let's get his other eye filled in. You know, it could be at some point along the line that the art club could have varying age groups. But everything has to start somewhere, and so I just kind of geared it toward or picked a group toward, you know, the 7 to 12 range. All right, there's his eyes and his nose. Now we're going to work on our jack-o'-lantern. Get his eyes and nose and mouth. I pressed down a little too hard. I've got a ridge now. I don't like ridges around the edges unless they're on, you know, potato chips. All right, let's get the nose. Just dawned on me, hey, I could have done the nose or the eyes to look like candy corn. Oh, brother. right, now he's got some little teeth uh, hanging around here, and they don't go. What's weird is they don't go all the way to, when you're carving a jack-o'-lantern, you normally connect the teeth to the bottom part of the mouth. Well, the teeth are not connected. They look like they're floating, which is kind of weird looking. So I'm trying to carefully go around his teeth because the teeth are white. I'll add a little more white paint to that, but I don't want to have to try to cover up or go back and deal with trying to put white on top of black, because that is, it's not an easy task. I'm not going to say it can't be done, but it is not an easy task. Means you're doing a lot of layers. All right, now I'm just going to check back real quick. Normally black, I don't have to do a whole lot of two coats on, but I'm just going to backtrack and double coat this one. Okay. Oh, the handle. What color was the handle? I don't remember. Oh, the handle's black too. Okay. All right, well, let's get the handle done. I just happened to see that area of white, and I was like, what is that? Well, the puppy can't have his jack-o'-lantern if he doesn't have a handle. It's kind of hard to carry. He's so cute with his little jack-o'-lantern bucket in his mouth. Wish we could do a like a thought bubble. Treats, please. It's what our dog would be saying. Treats, please. Okay, let's see. Do I have enough of this one color? Let's see if I do. Oh, that's orange. No, I don't want to use that one. Okay, I think it was this one. Do I have enough color of this one to do a touch-up right here? Ah, yes, good. I noticed there was a small piece where I didn't quite get it covered. Okay, so I think we are down to, I'm going to let the polka dots dry just a little bit more, and then I will probably just do a touch-up with them with a brush real quick. All right, so what I'm going to do is get my picture back up here so I can see about where I need to put some outlines and some accent marks. And so I'm going to get my black and my white paint pens. So I'm just going to use the paint pens for this. Now the ears in the original were the same color as the body, so I'm going to have to do a longer, wider strip that goes from to separate that different color ear, but that's okay. I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on camera here. Okay. Our puppy dog is had a bath and a haircut the other day, and he has been so cold since having a haircut. He was a little bit overdue, and so he was, a little extra fluffy. So now that he's had his haircut, uh, he has been nothing but cold every evening, and so he's uh, he's sitting in the living room looking at me and fussing because I am not coming in there to sit with him and keep him warm. Oh, tomorrow is actually his birthday. He will be 14 years old tomorrow. Our puppy Charlie. He's not a puppy, but we still call him a puppy. Okay, you know what? I am going to find the bigger black marker just because since I made the choice to do two colors, I need a bolder stripe. There we go. Yeah, that's what I need. Sometimes the bigger, wider paint pens just help to make the definition or outline marks so much nicer. Also works very well on cleanup, especially with black paint. Straightening up the lines so that they're uh, even looking. Around the eyes is where I really like paint pens because if I got out of line just a little bit, I can straighten it up and make the eyes look even. And very nicely cleaned up. Oop, I forgot I got to turn him so y'all can see the bottom here. Right now I'm just outlining, just creating the definition between the feet and of course the jack-o'-lantern. His head. Okay, so there is the black outline. And so now what I'm going to do is just kind of go around and get, oh, I bumped the mouse and found a completely different screen. All right, I'm going to take the white, and what I'm going to do is just put some highlight marks and just kind of highlight, his ears, around his ears. Of course, a couple of glint spots in his eye. Those usually I just kind of plant my paint pen and then just kind of twirl it around a little bit. And what that does is that makes that mark a little bigger. I'll have to go over it again because the white does not, it doesn't exactly uh, come on real thick in the beginning. So add some marks with, do that bigger. All right, what else am I missing on my jack-o'-lantern? I don't think I'm missing anything. And then we're just going to hit some marks here on his fur. And I might actually, I don't know, I might not come back. I started to say I might come back and make it look a little more like his toes and stuff, but I don't know. That might, not with the big one. Let's use the small one again, or the medium-sized one again, and just kind of create, just a little bit. Let me turn it sideways so you can see. Just a little bit so you can tell that's, we're looking at his paws. You got to know he's got toes. He's got to have toes. All right, back to the yellow. So we'll just get a couple of marks there. The handle probably would have been really cool if it had been a glossy black. Of course, I mean it'll gloss a little bit when we put the seal coat on it, but it would have been really cool with a glossy black handle. That would have given a little more break between him and the handle. But I think he's so cute and adorable. Little puppy with his treat bucket. Just waiting for something good on Halloween. All right, just touching up a little bit there. All right, so there is our little puppy, our little Halloween puppy. And the polka dots don't look too bad. I may wait till they dry really well. I can still see they're still a little touchy, but I may wait until they're completely dry, and then come back and do just a little bit of touch up in the yellow. All right, so I've told you about the fall challenge. I'll be posting pictures of that coming up this week as I take part in that this week, and also another one next week. So there'll be a couple of weeks. The QT Kids Art Club is open for members. That's only going to be for a few days. Once again, congratulations to our box winner from the box giveaway, Miss Julie Stebbins. And let's see, anything else I need to tell you about that? Oh, the link to sign up for the subscription box is in the description above me. Above me. So check out the description area. I'm working on an online paint party coming up, hopefully in September. I'm thinking Okay, if we're going to focus on fall, we need to do this in September. So I'm currently checking calendar dates and between my personal calendar, my family calendar, and then the business calendar. So we're working on that. I'm hoping to have that announced really soon. And then, oh, my Wednesday live this week, I'll be doing ornaments. Here, I can show you this direction. Yeah, you can see them much better there. So I'll be doing a couple of ornaments this week on the Wednesday live. And I'm trying to come up with a name for that one. So if you have any suggestions, I was thinking because I'm at a little patio table thing, maybe cafe, but I don't know. I've rummaged around with a few different names, even typed one in on a post. I was like, that was probably not good to type that in there and kind of not really make it official, but kind of tag it. So I probably should have waited to put anything out there. I may get stuck with one that I wasn't really extremely serious about. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all have a great week. I will see you Wednesday on the live, and we will be thinking Christmas. So we've gone from Halloween here on Sunday, and we're doing Christmas on Wednesday. But y'all have a wonderful week. Don't forget that the Art Club is open for a few days for founding members, and this price is for this time only. So it's a special founding member price. I hope y'all have a great evening, and thank you so much for watching.